Hello. Hi. Hey Julie.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, good morning.
Morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. You?
Well, thanks.
I don't know. My network looks poor.
Why why do you say that?
Sorry?
I'm saying, why do you say that? It looks fine.
Oh, really? I mean, it keeps glitching for some weird reason.
Or maybe it's the camera or something.
Okay, maybe. Okay, so I'm just gonna post on Slack real quick. That's the community we can start it. So we're gonna wait for a few seconds, for a few minutes to see if other folks are gonna join before we get started.
Okay, cool.
So we're gonna wait for one more minute. Then after that, we're gonna get started. Okay, so let's get started. Good morning, folks. I'm Ace. I'm your host for today's community meeting. As you may know, I also host previous community meetings. And yes, this is my first community meeting I'm hosting this year. So without no further ado, let's get started. So I have a couple of things on my agenda today. But before we get into them, I have with me here in the background Tuli. I want to say hi, Tuli.
Hi everyone, morning, afternoon, or evening, depends on where you are.
Hi. Okay, so I have a couple of things on my agenda. So the first thing I want to like talk about, or not like talk, more like give update about, is actually the mentorship program 2023. Yes, the Skiba Mentorship 2023 program is coming to an end. So we are currently in the final evaluation. And I know like a lot of you might think, oh, wait, final evaluation, but aren't we in 2024? Yes, the final evaluation was supposed to happen in January, as early as possible in January, but a lot of folks were still on vacation. A lot of the mentors specifically were not available for the evaluation phase. But now that a lot of them are back, so now we've commenced the second evaluation period. So we should be done with the final evaluation this week, which basically means the end of the ACKPI mentorship program 2023. Yes, it's been an amazing ride. And yeah, and I can't wait to see result and impact it had. So just putting that out there. Um, the next thing I want to talk about, apart from the mentorship program, is actually okay. Before I share before I go to the next thing, I also want to shed some light on the new structure of the ASIN KPI mentorship programs. So things are changing. I would say like some things would have to change in the ASIN KPI mentorship program structures. Not a lot actually, but I mean like a significant part of it would have to change, and which is basically the goal of being a mentee. Initially when we started a mentorship program, we had so many interested candidates. So we also had so many mentees, selected candidates that made it to the program, both for GSOL and DCKP mentorship program. But now we have decided that we are not going to be just selecting like mentees or just selecting candidates that might seem fit for the project, but selecting candidates that will eventually become maintainers. So instead of mentorship, I mean, it's still mentorship, right? But now we are looking towards maintainership, right? So, Tuli, do you think we should keep the name mentorship or we should change it to maintainership?
Okay, okay, yeah, I think like since we're rebranding the program, it's no longer like we are focusing more on mentorship, but it's now more like on a medium to advanced level. So maybe we should put it on a vote. Like, should we rebrand it to maintainership? Like, after the whole mentorship is done, like when we put down the proposal and everything, then we can like put a vote if we should like rebrand it, including the name to maintainership or mentorship. Because at some point, yes, it's still a mentorship program, but it's no longer like directed to what it previously was, but it's more like leaning on the maintainership, of which, yes, there is a need to change the name, but then also, yeah, I think we do need to change so that there might not be confusion. But like I said, when we put down the proposal for 2024, we can put up like a vote, then we'll hear what the community says.
Yeah, I mean, like that makes a lot of sense. But to me personally, I would not change. Like, if it was left to me, I would not change it to maintainership. I would still keep it as mentorship. But with some description that says, hey, this mentorship program now is not just for anyone to participate, but only for folks that are interested in becoming maintainers of whatever project it is they are being selected for. I mean, like, nothing cast in stone yet, but yeah, we can always like start a discussion around that. So I just wanted to put it out there, just so that others can be aware. So I'm going to start a discussion around this whole new structure, and pick brains from the community, and also so that everyone can also like share what they think about this new structure of being like mentees ending up being maintainers as top priority. And also if we should also like focus on that for Google Summer of Code. And talking about Google Summer of Code, Async API has applied for Google Summer of Code 2024. Shout out to Alejandra for helping with the application. I mean, 2 years ago, Lucas applied, it got rejected. Last year, I applied, it got rejected. So this year, we have decided to not apply on our own, but seek Alejandra's help, because she is an amazing person. And I mean, she got us into Google's season of dogs back to back. Come on. I mean, she's the best person to help us apply. I mean, so yeah, we have successfully gonna applied for Google Summer of Code 2024, not as part of Postman, but as a KPI, as a mentoring organization. So we applied as a KPI. Okay, we have a comment on YouTube from Akshat. If not next time, next number is of me. Okay. So we have like SNKPI applied as a mentoring organization. So, but as a backup plan, like we always do, we also like applied alongside Postman, because Postman has a really big reputation. So, and also they get accepted for Google Summer of Code. So I mean, like, they get accepted for Google Summer of Code. I mean, like, last year, I think 2 years ago and 3 years ago. So they have like the reputation for getting accepted. So just in case, Google rejects us again this year, we also like applied via Postman. So fingers crossed. So I really hope we get accepted as a mentoring organization. It would really do a lot of how do we say it? It would really bring a lot of attention to the community, and also which basically means we get more slots for more projects this year. And I mean, that is actually what I'm looking forward to. For us to have the ability to have more slots and then push more project ideas, which means we get more mentees, and it's gonna be fun. I mean, so, and also talking about fun, if you are watching this stream later, or if you're currently live with us, we need mentors. So if you're interested in being a mentor, please feel free to reach out to me on Slack. I'm gonna tell you everything that is needed to be a mentor. I mean, we have some mentors already, but I mean, mentors can never be enough, right? So the more, the better. So we need mentors. If you are interested in volunteering as a mentor for this year Google Summer of Code, please let me know. Feel free to reach out to me. And also, if you have any project ideas that you would love to mentor, I mean, like, of course, some mentors don't like to mentor other people's ideas. They would prefer mentoring their own ideas. So if you have your own project ideas or project proposal, please let me know, reach out to me. I would love to like look into it and add it to the list of ideas we've submitted already. So we have some comment on YouTube. Kirti, I'm not sure if I pronounce it very well. Hi from India. Akshat said, yeah, definitely we need mentors to replace me. No, come on, Akshat. No one's gonna replace you. You're an amazing mentor. So we need someone like you. Hi, Maya. Good morning. Thanks for joining. So before I move on to the next thing, Tuli, you have anything you want to share?
No, not at all.
I mean, you suggested some agenda
Oh, you
on the
said before we
issues.
move on to the next thing, I thought maybe we were still talking about GSOC.
No, not GSOC, not GSOC. I mean, some of the things
Okay,
to propose for today's meeting.
all right. Okay, cool. So the first item is to share like the visibility on the onboarding docs that we need to write as a goal, like to increase the community documentation. So can you share a link?
Yeah,
So I
definitely.
propose like a few docs that onboarding docs
Do you
that we can
mind?
start writing.
Should I share my
Sorry?
screen?
You can share your screen, yes, or you can share the
Okay.
link. Okay, let me post the link on YouTube so long while you share your screen.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, perfect. All
Okay.
right, so yeah, so it was initially Ace's idea. So you see, I just took some of the points that you yeah, I don't need to invent anything, right? I just have to take what is there already. So I've already like mentioned some of the issues that we can really like start to work on like immediately. They like beginner friendly good first issues. So these are some
Mhm.
of the issues that I propose like for dogs. So yeah, so I'm trying to like populate like the community dogs. So these are some of the issues that we have. First and foremost, we need onboarding docs. So these are the ones that I feel like personally, I feel like we can start working on. But if anybody has suggestions or we need to add or subtract anything, please feel free to add a comment on the issue. All right.
Awesome. Are these community documentation? Are these issues willing to accept contributors, like contribute to them?
Yes, I think we're ready to start accepting contributors. Yes.
Nice.
But first and foremost, they need to be done with the onboarding process for docs. We have an onboarding do you have the link to that, Ace, or should I look for it quickly?
Can you?
So
I'm not sure. Can you share?
okay, give me a sec. So before starting to contribute, if you're a new contributor to docs, you need to first do the onboarding process. Let me quickly share the link. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Dun, dun, dun. I hate it here. Okay, I'm sharing the link now. So we have an onboarding guide for docs. So make sure before you contribute, be sure to go through all the steps, read all the documentation processes before you jump in and take an issue. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Akshat has a question. I think it's actually a good question. Do we have any onboarding docs for mentors? Not yet. Do we have any docs for mentors? Ace? I can't hear you. Is it me? Is it me? I can't hear you. No.
How about now? Oh, cool.
Yes.
That's so weird. Okay, so that's a very solid question. Actually, so we don't have any onboarding doc for mentors right now because initially most of the mentors we used to have for all of these programs, right, mostly folks that already are familiar with whatever project it is they're mentoring, right? So most times we get mentors. Most of the mentors we get for programs, for mentorship programs, are mostly maintainers of the respective projects. So I mean that was the reason we didn't even try to invest in an onboarding doc for mentors. But now that you mentioned it, I think it's something we should really do because at some point we might eventually start having like mentors that are not even maintainers of a certain repository.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
And
exactly that's what my question was like. The Kirti asked from the in the YouTube chat that who can be the eligible for the mentor. So even if we have like multiple applications for the same idea for the mentors, how can we decide upon those, like who can be the mentor? What can be the process actually? And then whosoever is new mentor means like the mentor has not previously contributed or committed to the repository before. How can we get to the onboarding for that particular mentor in GSOC or maybe in Async API mentorship program as well?
yeah,
So
I mean that is a really thoughtful thing to mention. And I think yeah, we really need to like have a mentor's guide. I mean also like in advance before the next mentorship program, right? That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, true. I think also like since our goal is also shifting to the whole maintainership as well, we will need that kind of docs as well. So yeah, I think actually you can feel free to add a comment as well on the discussions so that we don't forget. I don't forget.
sure, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wanna move to the next thing on your agenda, Tuli?
All right, so the second one is tomorrow at 2 p.m. UTC. I'll be hosting our first ever what is it called? Conference committee meeting or something like that. I don't know how
You're asking me what
I don't-
what is it called? You literally
I'm
scheduled the
trying to
meeting.
find I'm trying to find the correct word so that it doesn't roll my tongue. Okay, so tomorrow we'll be hosting, like I'll be hosting a conference update. So I'll be updating the community what is going on, how the conference planning is coming up, where we're going, what needs to be done, what's currently on the pipeline, and yeah. So I'll reserve the rest for tomorrow. So please do join. So yeah. I'll also share the link as well on YouTube so that anybody who's interested in either contributing or you're interested in participating, please be sure to join me tomorrow.
Awesome. Oh, awesome. But what is the time again?
4 p.m. UTC. So that will be 5 p.m. West African time. Then is it correct? Am I correct?
I think Ace has the power cut in his area, so he got disconnected.
Oh yeah. Okay, I think Ace has power cuts. You were asking about the time. So it's 4 p.m. UTC time tomorrow. All right, that was all on my agenda. Actually, do you have anything from your side?
No. Oh, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, cool. What else do we have? Okay, so that is all on my agenda. We have conference, we have the onboarding docs. I'm not sure if Ace has other things on his agenda. So let's give him probably a few more minutes to see if he comes back. Otherwise, I think we might have to end the meeting. I'm not sure if he has other things on the agenda. So please bear with us. He'll be back.
Hello, Ace.
Hi,
Hey, Ace.
I'm back. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, folks. I lost power. So I didn't expect this gonna happen. This is so weird. Uh, no, everything looks pitch black, right?
I can't see the video is not on. I think let me turn on my video.
It is
Something
not.
is wrong with my
Okay, so
camera
you have
here.
to step it.
Huh?
Oh, this is so sad.
Don't be sad.
Yeah. So you can't see me. I'm really black, so
I can't see you. Can you
so
see me?
I can I can see you. So we just have to continue. So um
Yeah, let's continue. I
so
mean,
the
just
next thing
take your
I
phone,
would
right? Do you have
Wait,
a
just
phone, right? Take a touch and touch behind the touch and use it like as a light.
it's just imagine if YouTube uses the Ace face cam right now
so
as an thumbnail inside the video.
Yeah, you see? Much better. Hey, Ace, are you still there?
So we have to continue. I would really love our latest discussion on it, which is the last advice you go see the recording of the I am. Can you hear me? Action.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Am I audible?
Yes.
I mean, man, oh God, this is right. Okay, so I was saying like I just wanted to mention about the last community meeting. One of the Lucas's point updates rather about the finance.
Yes.
Okay, so if you haven't seen it, I would really advise you go watch the recording just to get a glimpse of what it is all about. And I also think he shared a discussion publicly. Let me try to retrieve it. That is the 2024 budget for Eastern KPI. And I still
Yeah,
I just shared
you're
it on
audible.
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and check it out, and feel free to leave a comment or whatever it is you think about it. So that is just what I wanted to say about that. So the next thing I also wanted to mention is the new discussion that we started that initially started as an internal discussion, but now has been public, which is the async API working group. So this is really something interesting, and I would really advise you all to like go check the discussion about this in API working group, how you can participate. If you have any question, you should feel free to ask. I mean, I really wanted to like go in details about the working group, but things currently is not going as planned for me due to my power outage. So I'm just going to share the link to the discussion, and hopefully in the next community meeting, we are going to take a deep dive and see. Okay. Do you have any questions so far? Anyone?
I think we have a question on YouTube.
Okay.
Is it Kitty or Kitty? You said, does Async API have onboarding videos? Hey, okay, you said Async API onboarding videos are not a great experience. Is there a way to improve them?
What does it mean? Do we have an onboarding video?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Or maybe he means like the recorded videos that we publish like as onboarding. Is that what you mean? Otherwise we only have like docs onboarding docs, not videos.
Let us know what you mean, Jane, about the onboarding video you mentioned. Yeah, so while we wait for Jane to like answer, there's also a last discussion I would love to make you all aware of, which is the project archive discussion or issue. Let me try to retrieve the link. Okay. Okay, so it is called archiving. So sorry. It is called archiving in active repositories. So we plan on archiving some of the repos we have in the organization, because they are inactive or don't have like anyone currently maintaining them. So we plan on archiving them. So I'm gonna share a link to the discussion just in case you see a project that you think shouldn't be archived in the list. Feel free to like leave a comment on why you think we shouldn't archive this project. It would be really helpful if you can go through it before we make any decision. So feel free to share your opinion. And I see there's a lot of discussion going on already. So yeah, that would be really helpful. Yeah, and I think that is everything I have on my agenda today. I mean, I would have really loved to like emphasize more on the working group discussion. But yeah, I would push that agenda for the next community meeting. And yeah, the next community meeting will be in the afternoon, which means we are gonna have more folks participate. Yeah, morning meeting is tiring because can you imagine waking up from the bed and the first thing you're doing is joining a meeting? So any questions so far?
No, nothing from my side.
Akshat?
Nope, nope. All right.
Okay, so without no further ado, I guess we should call the meeting to an end. Of course, because now I don't have power supply, so I guess I will see you all in the next community meeting. Thanks for joining. Today's community meeting has been fun. Even though I look like under my bed. So see you all in the next community meeting. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye.